Hey guys, Zerkaa here, and if you didn't already know, my second game in the KICKTV tournament has gone up on the KICKTV channel. If you want to go watch that and you haven't seen it yet, then click, there'll be a link in the description. Obviously, if you don't want any spoilers, or if you don't want me to tell you kind of what happened in it, then go and watch the video, then come back to this video, as this is kind of reaction to the game and my thoughts on it. If you're not too bothered about me spoiling it and just want to know about the result and stuff, then just turn this video. As you can see the match in the background, and I'll be talking about it anyway. So I actually won this game 3-1. I was PSG and he was Real Madrid, so that's quite an achievement anyway, because Real Madrid are a lot stronger than PSG. And because of me winning this second game, I won my first game 3-0 against Jack. That then puts me on 6 points, and it means that I am mathematically through to the quarterfinals already without even playing my third game, which is crazy. Because as we said, going into the tournament, I was kind of saying that I was going to be an underdog, and that's how I kind of wanted it. And it's turned out that I've managed just to get through with flying colours so far, and I've got JJ in the next game. That's going to decide who comes first and second, as JJ is currently on 4 points. I am on 6 points. GudjonDaniel is on 1 point, and Jack is on 0. But Jack and Gudjon are playing, and I am playing KSI. So it's quite interesting, because I can obviously go to 9 points if I beat JJ, and I have a 100% record. Obviously, if he beats me, he will then come first, and I'll come second. He'll come first with 7 points, and I'll come second with 6 points. But the interesting part is, if I beat JJ, obviously I will go to 9 points, but then if Gudjon beats Jack, that would put Gudjon on 4 and KSI on 4. And then one of them will go through, dependent on goal difference. So in my third game, it's going to be quite interesting to see what team JJ uses, because obviously JJ kind of needs to go out to either go out and beat me, or he needs to use a team that's solid enough so that if I'm going to beat him, that he doesn't lose by a considerable margin at all. And I don't know really what to expect with JJ, because I know that he's been practicing quite a bit on Virgin Gaming, and I mean, I've been practicing a bit on Seasons, but JJ is unpredictable, because I haven't played him in a very long time, and people don't think that he's very good at FIFA, but people will be pleasantly surprised to find that he's actually a pretty good FIFA player. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how that game kind of goes down, because we'll see. I guess it all depends on what kind of team to pick. Obviously with me, I now have that dilemma of I could use my 3-star team in order to try and get PSG or Real Madrid back. Obviously if I win with my 3-star team against JJ, then I'm allowed to use one of my teams already used before. So is it really worth taking the risk in using a 3-star team, or do you go out and just use a normal team, one of my weaker sides, maybe like Man United or Bayern? So I think I've got Millwall, Man United, Bayern, that's 3, Barcelona and Man City left. So obviously I'm not going to use Man City or Barcelona. So then it kind of puts me between Bayern, Man United and Millwall. I don't know what I'll probably use one of those 3. I'm not sure, because I could obviously, I think, would it be better for me to just go off and try and push for another $500, or do I kind of save my teams for the future rounds? Because if I don't know, I don't know who I'm going to get in the quarterfinal, and then if I use Millwall and lose, then you're kind of like, you don't know who you're going to get in the quarterfinal, and I could be out in the quarterfinal. But it's so crazy to think, like, basically, let's disregard the third group game because I'm already through. I'm practically 2 games away from a trip to New York, and the chance of being in the final to win $10,000, which is just insane. It's crazy. It's also quite interesting because you don't know who's going to be in the final, because everyone said that Japes and Raleigh were going to be the favourites to get to the final. Obviously Raleigh is a skiller, but everyone thought he was a very good player, regardless of the fact that he's a skiller. And then you had Japes, who was definitely the favourite from everyone's point of view, from both the YouTuber's point of view and from the viewer's point of view. And so far, Japes beat Fang Banger 5-0, which was expected. And then he played Danny, or Arnhem Rai, and it turns out that Danny actually beat Japes. So then that puts the interesting situation in Group C of who's going to progress, because I think it boils down to the last game as to who's going to get through between like Japes and Calfreezy, which is going to be insane. But yeah, it'd just be interesting to see who everyone gets in the quarterfinals, because I guess that's going to play a big part in who gets to the final, because obviously if you have an easy run, not an easy run, but if you come against people who aren't necessarily one of the favourites to win, you have a better chance of getting through, obviously, than if you come against Japes in the quarterfinal. But we'll see. I'm not expecting to get to the final. I'm not really expecting to progress past quarterfinals. I'm not really someone. I think I've found I'm a very modest person in all walks of life. I kind of like. I try my hardest not to be arrogant about anything, regardless of how good I possibly may be at them. Because it's just, I don't know. I think I'm always one of the people who sets my standards low, so that then if I even do kind of well, I usually overachieve from what I was expecting. Because I think it's like being optimistic but not being optimistic at the same time. It's kind of weird, because I think if I set my standards high, like my sights high, and was like, oh, I'm gonna get to the final, then I didn't. It's just kind of like you kind of disappoint yourself, and I think that's something I don't want to do. But moving on from that, you obviously have a chance to win $50 prize pack, because obviously I won the game. So if you go click on the video in the description, it will be linked to my game, and then just comment anything to do with me, Zerkaa, whatever, just supporting me, then you give yourself a chance to win $50. Yeah, that is that. Wish me luck in my game against JJ, and hope you can come out on top and we have 9 points in the group and be $1,500 up. So I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.